Hi everyone, welcome to the second Greener Days video. In case you don't know me, my name is Alex and I founded Greener Days because I believe that everyone in the world deserves to know how beautiful nature is. Through my videos, I hope you'll learn to appreciate nature just the way it is, because the things in this world are simply magical. Now, I'm so glad you're here to watch this with me. If you have any comments, likes, or ideas that you think I could do in the future, please don't hesitate to write them down in the comments below. I love any suggestions that'll come my way. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Today's video is going to be about the monarch butterfly. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that exciting? Well, in case you don't know what the monarch butterfly is, it's always important to start with the definition. So, what is a monarch butterfly? These species are so stunning on the outside, but inside of them, there is a raw power that comes out when they need it most. I'll get into more details just why that is. Did you know that every single butterfly you see out there has come from a caterpillar before? Well, no exception is gonna be made for the monarch butterfly, of course. Before transformation, that caterpillar is called the Monarch Caterpillar. The Monarch Caterpillar comes from the previous monarch butterfly, aka its mother. Each monarch butterfly has the ability to lay 300 to 500 eggs. That is actually impressive. And even better, they do it all within a 2 to 5 week range. Now that is something that is out of this world. That the monarch caterpillar has is to eat. It needs all the energy it can get so that it can grow bigger and move faster. The main diet of a monarch caterpillar is the milkweed plant. Because caterpillars only eat milkweed, there needs to be a certain reason why that is, right? Well, of course. The milkweed plant is known for one thing. You guessed it. Their milky substance. The caterpillar will climb on top of the milkweed and start sucking out the liquid from inside of it, just like a bee. But another reason that the caterpillar loves to eat milkweed is because the milkweed plant is actually considered a toxic plant to most species. That's because they contain a toxic substance called cardenolites. Why are cardenolites toxic? Well, first of all, when an animal eats it, they will throw up, and in extreme cases, if they eat too much of it, their heart will be out of control. However, monarchs have the ability to eat these cardenolites because they have an extremely strong protein sodium pump inside of their bodies that has the ability to dilute the sodium that enters. In fact, all other animal species have it too. But the problem is that cardenolites stick to these sodium pumps, not letting them work properly. It makes them pump faster and faster and faster until the heart beats out of control. After a lot of milkweed has been digested, it's time for the caterpillar to grow bigger and stronger. But why does it need to do all that work? Well, just 2 weeks after birth, it's time for the caterpillar to transform into a chrysalis. The chrysalis is basically the outer skin of a caterpillar, just during transformation. It's sort of like an exoskeleton. And this stage is also called the pupa stage. The caterpillar spins a silk pad around itself, and then completely cocoons itself inside of it. While some caterpillars prefer to hang down from trees, others love to lie down or make a hammock for itself. A big question would be, what is happening inside of the chrysalis? Well, it's really fascinating actually. When the monarch caterpillar was eating a lot of milkweed, it needed a fluid to digest it. Well, now the special fluid is being used upon the caterpillar itself. The organs are safe inside of the caterpillar, but the body is actually being broken down into imaginal discs. An imaginal disc is a sheet-like substance that plays a role in adding legs and antennas that were not there before. In the first few days of this transformation, there is a special fluid that helps break the body down. Slowly, the wings are formed. One problem is that caterpillars can't get rid of the waste that happens once it's in the chrysalis. So they have no choice but to let it accumulate inside of it. So that's why when you see a newly hatched monarch butterfly, there's gonna be a dark red spot right underneath its abdomen. Finally, after 10 to 14 short days in the chrysalis, the monarch butterfly is completely ready to climb out of the chrysalis into the newly hatched monarch butterfly. Congratulations! Did you know that the reason they have all these beautiful black and colored wings is because they're actually sending a secret message to predators? They're saying, you can't eat me because I'm actually toxic, and if you do eat me, you'll receive a very bad taste in your mouth. Most predators will learn their lessons after 1 to 2 tries, and that's really, really good for nature. You may have heard of the great monarch migration that takes place every year, but it doesn't actually happen to every single one of these monarchs that are born. In fact, a majority of them don't do that. Most of them stay in their communities, and for the ones that are born in spring or early summer, they hatch eggs after just a few days after transformation, ready to begin the cycle once more. But for the monarchs that emerge from their chrysalises in late summer or early fall, they know that they need to go somewhere warmer to reproduce. These monarchs are extremely different from the other ones that are born. Called the super generation, they actually have the incredible ability to live for 7 to 8 months. Now that's pretty long in comparison to the rest of them, which live up to 4 weeks max. In groups that contain 4,000 to 5,000 monarch butterflies, they fly to the Milkweed Mountains in eastern Mexico. The journey is harsh, with winds and rain and hot weather that threatens to tear them apart. But these monarchs are tough, and they always make it, year after year after year. There's a special set of trees in the Milkweed Mountains that these butterflies go every year. Why do they go to these trees? It's very special. These trees have a fur covering on top of them that acts like a blanket that insulates the butterflies from too hot or too cold temperatures that can hurt them. But the monarchs don't actually lay the eggs just yet. After resting for a few months, they fly north to places like Texas, where they can mate and then have eggs once more. These babies are born, hatched newly into caterpillars, beginning the cycle once more. They grow up, have babies again, and slowly by slowly make their way back into northern places like Canada. But let me clarify that not one butterfly can make it all the way back. In fact, it's a lot more than you think. Did you know that it takes up to 5 generations of one family of monarch butterflies in order to fly from the mountains back to Canada? Nothing incredibly special happens once they get back to Canada. They rest, have babies, mate, and their life cycle goes back and forth just like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching my second video with Greener Days. This matters so much to me, and I'm so glad you're here to watch the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Please share it with your friends because I want the world to know how magical nature is. Thank you, and I promise to see you soon. Have a great day, everyone.